Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about industry life cycles. You know, every industry has life cycles. There is a process of which things will progress, in which you must be able to follow from the beginning stages through the maturation stages, all the way up until you get to the full level of development that you've been searching for and desiring to achieve. Today, we're going to talk about how real success is created in network marketing. Let's talk about the first area, which is recruiting. Guys, the first and most critical area in this business is recruiting. You've got to develop the skill to not only attract, but to introduce and involve people in your business. That's called recruiting. You can call it anything you'd like, enrolling, sponsoring, but the ability to draw people into your business is paramount. It doesn't matter if it's network marketing, traditional business, internet marketing, there has always got to be a flood of new activity, new people to do business in any industry. That's the beginning of the life cycle. So when you've learned and developed the skill in how to recruit, you have really taken the first step in your life cycle. You've gotten your business up and off the ground. The next area we'll talk about today is retention. You've got to learn how to retain people in your business. Now, I love retention because, guys, you've got to teach people how to create income. It doesn't matter how great the story. It doesn't matter how great your success is. It doesn't matter all the great trappings of the industry that you're involved with. Until someone can have a what's in it for me experience, what am I getting out of this, they will not stick around. So your first course of business after you've recruited is to teach someone how they can put some money in their pocket. Okay, you want it to happen within the first 72 hours, but sometime inside of the first 7 days. That way you will ensure that there's an added excitement level that comes from people having results from the work that they have put in. We call that retention. You've recruited, you've retained, now you've got to go into replicating. You see, guys, because if you're the only one doing it, ultimately you've just bought yourself a high-paying job. In order to create the true wealth in this industry, we have given you the opportunity to recreate points of distribution all around the world. So now you've got to be able to effectively replicate the activity that's been going on in your business. You've gotten the success at recruiting. You've taught them how to make money, so you're retaining them. Now you've got to have other people doing the exact same things simultaneously so that now you're having a broader scope and a broader spread of what it takes to make money in this business. Now you're making money. You're creating more income. You've got lifestyle. You've got a whole different approach. Do you? Well, that's where most people tend to make the mistake, because now you're reaching into a point of maturity in this industry that many have fallen prey to the traps and the mistakes. You've got to stay responsive. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody needs to know that they have access to the people who've gone ahead. In one of our previous videos, we talked about having that person up ahead who's pulling. Well, if that person is not willing to be responsive, then there's no way that you can get to where you want to go. So when you have your level of success, remember now, you're reaching back and you're pulling. That's part of being responsive. You've got to make sure that that is one of the elements that you never lose sight on. You've got to make sure you recruit, that you retain, that you replicate, and that you stay responsive so that anytime anything goes off kilter, you know what steps need to be taken to adjust and adapt. You've got to be available to hear what's going on from the people that are working alongside you. Guys, the final area I want to talk about today is releasing. This requires probably the greatest amount of discipline than any of the prior areas. Look, let me say this to you. Yes, you developed your skill. You now know how to recruit. You've even gotten good at teaching people how to make money. So they're sticking with you. You've also replicated because it's not just in your backyard, it's not just in your local community, it's probably all around the world now. And you're responsive to the needs of the people. But if you don't release them, if you don't give them the freedom that they can grow and really become as strong and as powerful as you, you're really going to be smothering what could turn into an incredible inferno. You see, the power of it is once it's a little flame, you want to pour gasoline on it and allow it to go and to grow and to blaze. When you release the people that are in your organizations, those who have performed according to your expectation, release them, because even you, the leader, will find great ideas coming from the people who are coming up. That's the power of being able to build a worldwide organization. You've recruited, you've retained, you have replicated, you have now become responsive, and now you've released your organization so that they can go forth and become as great as they want to be.